welcome to Archetypal Atrocities, the show where we play bottom-of-the-barrel Yu-Gi-Oh! Archetypes. Each week, Jules and myself will spin a wheel to determine what archetype we'll be playing for that week. In addition, we will open 3 specially curated packs and pick a card from each of those packs to use in the deck for that week. We are allowed to play staples, but only if they support the archetype we get, and we can only play 1 copy of them in our decks. The winner of each week will get an extra pack they open for the next episode, while the loser will get to spin a loser wheel with multiple results on it, such as choosing your opponent's deck or moving an archetype from your wheel. The loser will also be able to play 2 copies of a staple as opposed to just 1. Now that that's out of the way, let's dig into some trash.
Well, I'm taking back-to-back trips to the loser wheel, and, I let Twitter have their fun, but I'm not going to do that again, at least not anytime soon. If I pick my own deck, I'm picking my own deck, but we'll see what I land on. Reroll a staple pack. That's fine, actually. I can take with that. I'll live with that. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, sure. Yeah. And now it's time for the actual big thing of the day, the wheel. What will I be playing? Really, there's no telling. I didn't have much to say, but I'm actually kind of interested in this one. I don't think they're going to be that strong, but this is arguably like one of the first actual archetypes. Like, we had Dark Scorpion and the like, but Gravekeeper was like really one of the first like groups of cards that actually work together, and it'll be interesting trying to see if we can make them work in this series. So I'm actually all for this. Let's go, Gravekeeper.
It feels good to be back in the winner's circle. We have a pretty nice streak of playing decks that I actually really enjoyed. Both Machine decks and both treated us very, very well. We won pretty handily in both episodes. I am the Machine guy. Cyber Dragon is my main deck, so that Machine, I've got the Machine power behind my back. But we're back on the wheel. Who knows what could happen? I don't know what to expect. We've had pretty good luck with playing with fun decks that I've enjoyed and was able to pilot pretty nicely, I think. Whether or not that trend continues this week is up to another story. That being said, let's go ahead and spin the wheel. See what we're playing with this week. Hopefully something not too crazy. I don't quite want to play with Drama yet. Looks like we're safe from with Drama, but what we're not safe from is Vendread. I actually do like this archetype a lot. I wanted to play this deck in Duel Links, but this was around the time I kind of got just way too burnt out on grinding because I don't want to spend money on the decks, because those of you who play Duel Links, you know how fucking crazy those decks are, but this deck always look cool. I do love Vendread's design. Obviously, it's not a good archetype, otherwise it wouldn't be on the show. But first ritual archetype, I think the only ritual archetype on the wheel, so this will be interesting to say the least.
Alright, we're opening packs for Gravekeepers, and this time we get 1 reroll, so let's just see what we get. Okay, let's take a look at this. Red Reboot is not entirely where we want to be with our rare slot here, but there's other options in here. So I'm gonna not say I'm absolutely rerolling this one yet. I'm gonna look at the other ones first and then decide we'll reroll from there. Yeah, this one's also not really all that exciting. Actually, I'm just going to reroll this one. I'm just going to get it out the way now. Just going to think about it. We're keeping the first pack, and this is the reroll, so this is pack number 2 again. So, and hey, much better. A Nightmare Phoenix or a One Day of Peace is way more up my alley. So I'm very happy that was a reroll. And now for our third and final pack. Okay, we had Triple Tactics before, and it didn't actually do much of anything for us, but, it might actually do something this time, because, it is still a very strong card. It just needs our opponent to be able to actually do strong things, which means it's kind of a hit or miss card in this format. But, I think it's an option. We have 2 copies of it since we're on the loser side, and you know what? Let's see what's go. Actually, as I think about it, I'm just now realizing Dark Bribe's in this pack. It is a objectively worse card, but in this format, it actually might be leagues better. Any one random card off the top of our terrible decks might not be worth trading out for an actually good thing. So I might actually unironically take 2 Dark Bribe over 2 Triple Tack. But we'll see how the deck building pans out before really, fully settling in on that. But, we shall see.
Alright, so Vendread, I don't really know what kind of we're hoping out of this. We do get 4 packs because we won last week, so let's go ahead. First one, Set of Pain, is actually very cool. I think Vendread need a normal summon pretty consistently, so Exile is probably not good. My body could definitely be good. Even head judging could be funny. And for pack number 2, Ring of Destruction, also Gold Sarcophagus, very, very good. Basically a tutor for free. And odds are this format's definitely slow enough where it could be good. Fairy Bucks is also another potential keep. Definitely some options here. Pack number 3, the rain is getting harder because it's raining where I am today. Tribute to the Doom, one of my favorite cards of all time. Oh, never mind, that's not Cellophane. I am wrong. Dice Rune is very funny. I don't think Vendred can really make Xyz monsters, but overall, this is actually probably the worst pack we could have asked for. Honestly, maybe unironically play Magical Mallet, if not Tribute to the Doomed. Or Dice Rune if we want to be funny. Alright, and our last pack will give us a Nightmare Phoenix, which again, I don't really think Vendred is very good at linking. I know they have a link monster, but I know their archetype is pretty much solely like all in on ritual summoning. Card D is funny. Draw of Fate's also funny. Switch all these cards are funny. Magician of Faith actually could be really good, so then we can actually recycle all our ritual spells. So we'll probably wind up playing that, but let's go ahead and toss in the dueling book and see what we can build.
Well, I'm actually not upset about this one. Gravekeeper may be lacking a lot of the modern day stuff you expect to see in competent archetypes, but for this series, I feel like Gravekeeper might just be able to make a showing. Of course, we're really hedging our bets here on Necro Valley. It's our field spell, and it's a pretty decent floodgate, although it is somewhat matchup dependent. Granted, graveyard effects are pretty ubiquitous, although if we're going up against someone like the really worst decks, it might kind of be dead, but there are plenty of graveyard-centric decks on the wheel, so there's a decent chance that I could outright hose Johnny's deck outright. So I've kind of, with that in mind, not really gone for the packages of, Scout and Guard, although arguably maybe could be running, one Guard and maybe some Scouts are fine too, but I decided instead to kind of focus more on just going all in on Necro Valley. I didn't feel like our deck would be any better for kind of like playing middling creature advantage game without anything to really go into with them. So instead, I just decided to really lean on our Spell Trap lineup, because as long as you've got your Necro Valley stuff going on, they tend to be pretty good. We've got a decent Searcher, we've got an actual Counter Trap, which is pretty good. We've got, obviously, Necro Valley, we've got more Floodgating and Hidden Temples. Royal Tribute really needs no introduction. It's all pretty, I'm not going to call it gas, but I'm going to call it at least decent. And, Supernaturalist is for this series, a very fine boss. And this deck is kind of just built to make him as fast as possible. And thankfully we've got Spiritualist to do that. We don't actually even need to run any fusion spells, so yeah, overall I feel pretty, I'm not going to say comfortable, because, we're running cards like Charm of Shabati here. We're not going to really say we're comfortable, but overall, I feel like this is a deck that actually has a game plan. Like, I look at this and I know what I generally want to do, which compared to some other archetypes we played so far, it's kind of like you open up everything and it's like, what are we going to do with these cards? They don't really have a cohesive game plan. And although narrow and perhaps a bit lower ceiling, I think that Gravekeeper might just be able to do it.
And here we are, it's episode 8. I am moderately excited to play my deck. I don't know if it'll go well. I feel like it won't.
I'm pretty much in the same boat. I think my deck is interesting and fun, but I would not call it like strong or good. So we'll see how things go.
Seems we're in very similar boats. I will say this is a deck I almost picked when I got to choose my own archetype a few episodes ago. So I'm not going to complain about getting it, but we'll see what happens. And he's back, baby!
You got me.
The rock paper scissors king is back. Now the thing is, I don't know if this deck wants to go first or second. I really don't. I'm gonna go for the extra card and hope for the best. That sounds good.
That's reasonable, I think. So I kind of did open how I feared would happen when I built this deck a little bit. But, like, it's not, like, end all, like, oh no, this is terrible. Actually, no. Hold on. This isn't great, actually. I'm going to activate Terraforming.
Okay. Interesting.
This will reveal what I'm on pretty quickly, but I'm going to add Necro Valley to hand.
Hey! We
I
love
will
Gatekeepers here.
activate Necro Valley, and then that's all I got.
Alright, that's actually kind of an issue. Once you see what I'm playing, you're gonna see why Necro Valley is a bit of an issue here. Pose, I really only have one option here. Oh, that's fucking Gravekeeper's the one that bounces. That's, oh no, this is really bad. Oh no, it's a hard counter episode. Oh no, okay. Well, I can't just pass, so let's review what I'm playing. I'm going to normal summon the Vendread Revenants.
Oh, this is a bit unfortunate.
So not only do I need the banish, you have a bounce to bounce my rituals. Okay. I will then activate the Ravenous Vendread, where I can spell summon a Vendread from my deck, a hand. Face down defense resistant for some reason. That's odd. And I immediately ritual summon, so I will send the Revenants and the Scar of the Vendread to ritual summon a Battle Lord.
Battle Lord.
So then I can use its other effect, which actually be really useful. I will trigger the Scar of Vendread, so I can add a Vendread spell trap from my deck to my hand, so I will do that. These cards just don't work on the Necro Valley. Oh no. I think I add the terrible field spell. Let's go to combat and hope it's not the guy who bounces.
It is not. It is Nobleman, who when he's destroyed by battle by an opponent's attacking monster and sent to the graveyard, he can supposed to summon a Gravekeeper in defense, in face down defense.
Since I'm not supposed to know what it is, I will close my eyes. I will be honorable as I almost fall out of my chair by leaning back.
There we go.
Alright. Me too. I will toss a face down, and I will end my turn.
Alrighty. Okay, so I will start with flipping up Gravekeeper Spiritualist.
That's a good card, yeah.
And I will use her effect to fusion using her and the Commandant in hand.
Seems good.
To summon out a Supernaturalist who will get plus 800 because of 2 level 4s being his materials.
That is good, yeah.
And also, since Necrodeli is on the field, this card and a card in my field zone cannot be destroyed by card effects.
Oh, that's bad.
And then during my main phase, I can activate this effect. Yeah, I will. Yeah, I'm going to activate his effect. So during the end phase, I will get to add something. I don't know why it's like activate during the main phase to then have a delayed end phase trigger.
It's such a weird card. Like it just like there's no world you like ever don't want to activate it. So it's just like why not just make it trigger during the end phase?
And then I'm going to just flip up Necro Valley Temple. So your guy loses 500.
Yeah.
Moving to battle, I will attack with a 28 into your 22. My guy should be a 28 because it was 2 level 4s, I think. Yeah, because it was.
It didn't boost me by Necro Valley too, though.
Oh, right, Necro Valley, right. Wow, 37, right? Because it's 28 plus 5. Actually, no, plus 5. Math is. Why are we so bad at math?
It's too hard.
It's 33. He's a 33. He's a 33.
So 33 and a 22.
Into your 22.
That makes math easy. Something to die. Something to graveyard. Okay, so I can add a ritual monster from my deck to my hand. So I like to do that. They have too many fucking ritual spells. The banish one would be good, but there's a Necro Valley on the field. I'll add this one. Oh, that's not a spell. That's not a monster. Oops. I don't read cards, but who does? All these rituals are really bad on the Necro Valley. Guess I'll add an Executor.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Right, and then I'll move to end phase, and his effect will happen. I'll add a Gravekeeper to hand.
Oh, this card's so stupid. Why is it like this?
I guess what I can do is I will add another spiritualist to hand.
Makes sense.
And that's my turn.
Alright. Let's go stand by main. I will activate the Vendread Knights. Oh, these levels are bad. I have an out. The issue is I don't have enough ritual spells. Oh, actually, yeah, I think I know what to do. I will
Oh.
activate Vendread Knights. I will discard this Scar of Vendread.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll add a Vendread monster from my deck to my hand, and I can also add a Spell and Trap because I discarded that. I will add the Revenants as the monster, and then the... Oh! I have such a good line, but they all require my graveyard to let cards leave. Oh no.
I was really hoping that I'd wind up in a matchup where Necro Valley was actually really good, and I'm glad that we got there.
Oh my god, it shuts down like
Because
all its ritual spells.
I specifically built this deck because like I went Turbo Necro Valley instead of like Turbo Bunguses because I was
Yeah.
like, I've got to play for the stronger route here. And I guess I'm not being punished for
Most
that.
certainly aren't. I think we add this one. Okay. I think we got the. I
Oh
will
no.
normal summon this Revenants.
Hmm.
I will activate the Ravenous Vendread, so spell summon, and then I can ritual summon immediately after.
Hmm.
The issue here is okay. No, never mind. We do have a level 4. Thank God. Okay, so we have that, and then we will ritual summon.
Hmm.
Boop, bap. Then we special the Vendread Executor.
Hmm.
So sometimes here you probably can target control card effects. So you can only target this card with card effects.
Gotcha.
Not that I think that will be very relevant, because I feel like it's the only monster we'll have for a while. Okay, and then since I use Revenants as its material, it has the ability to target a spell summon monster and banish it. So I'll target the Supernaturalist.
Sure. So it'll be banished.
And us swing in for 3k.
25.
25?
Actually, no,
Okay.
not anymore. Actually, not anymore because I no longer have a Gravekeeper on board for Temple, so
Oh,
it's
okay.
the full three. I forgot it was you have to have both Necro Valley and a monster for it to do the attack decrease.
And that will be the turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with normal summon Headsman. So
Sure.
then we'll bring back the Spiritualist. Oh, no, not. Why did I click
He
the...
has a little sigh.
I'll put that back. Like I went to go click it, but then like I guess I had accidentally moved my mouse in front of that and clicked early, but that's what I meant to do. And then I will fuse off. So back to grave, then grave, make. Next one, he's a 33 again.
Okay.
And now you guys is shrunk now, so he's a 25. So battle, I'll attack with the 33 into your 25.
In response, activate its effect to banish.
Oh wait, it has like a not. I didn't see a quick effect on here. What?
It's from Revenants. Since it was used, it's a quick effect to banish a spell summon monster. A targeted banish.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that should be fine.
The literal only good card in this archetype is the not ritual monster.
uh, yeah, I think you got it then. So yeah,
Okay.
I'll go first.
Alright. Makes sense. Ew, this hand is awful. Oh
All
god.
right. I'm gonna activate Necro Valley Throne to add one Gravekeeper from my deck to my hand.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, I'll add Commandant hand.
Okay. Seems
I
good.
will then discard Commandant to add Necro Valley.
Alright. I do love the archetype cards. I'll just discard add the archetype field spell.
Yeah.
They're my favorite.
Necro Valley to hand. Debate Necro Valley.
Alright.
And then I will normal summon Spiritualist.
Okay.
I will fuse with her and this Priestess in hand. So it'll be 100 less than last time. So it'll be a. Actually, no, there's not the. Yeah, so it'll be a 32 this time instead of a 33.
Okay.
And then I will activate Gravekeeper's Stele
Okay.
to add back the Commandant and the Spiritualist to hand.
Yeah. That is
That's
definitely
all I've got.
that's definitely not bad. Okay. Yeah, that did not help my hand at all. Uh,
Oh yeah, his effect. I get to
yeah.
his dumb, silly, bad effect. Yes, I'll add Gravekeeper's Headsman to hand.
All right. I will have a very uneventful turn by. I think you said this one. So this and pass.
Okay.
This deck doesn't do a whole lot when you don't draw
I'll
a
start
ritual
by
monster.
activating his effect.
Of course.
Yeah, I guess I'll normal summon Spiritualist.
Are you going round two?
Yep, and this time I will use her and the Commandant in hand to make him a 33 this time.
Alright.
And sadly, it is a once per turn, so I can't activate the main phase effect again.
Oh
So
no.
instead, I will attack with the smaller one first,
It's my 0 defense, 0 attack. There's nothing.
and then for 33.
I'll take 33.
Moving to end phase, I will get to trigger it again. Oh, I can also add a Necro Valley. Oh, just any Necro Valley card. In that case, I'll add Imperial Tombs of the Necro Valley to hand.
I honestly, this is how I learned there was more than one card named Necro Valley, with that in the name.
Yeah, it's surprising.
Okay. I drew a ritual. The problem is, theoretically, I could get the banish effect. Unfortunately, it is not enough stars.
Oh.
I can't actually make this at all. Actually, it's just too high level.
Oh.
That's unfortunate. There you go.
All right. I will start with setting that. Normal summon Headman
Okay.
to res the Spiritualist.
We going round 3?
Yes. I'll use the Spiritualist and this Priestess in hand. Very dumb, very silly.
This is the cycle.
Moving to battle, I'll attack with the first small one.
Alright. My Sturges, which I cannot use an effect because it's summoned from the graveyard.
Then one of the 33s.
33.
Sadly, Gravekeeper Headsman is not exactly lethal, so I'll just attack with the other 33.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, my life points early on. Yeah. Oh, it's so close. I just didn't have the levels.
Yeah, gee. This feels like a close matchup because like both of our decks have like bunguses we can make that kind of win the game.
Yeah.
But like it's not the easiest to make them or sit on them, so
Yeah.
I think it's interesting.
Interesting blowout game where they're actually.
You know, the question is, do you go first or second?
That's honestly a good question. Because Neko Valley is annoying, but I feel like going. I think we do go first.
Okay.
I think that's the right play. I hope I draw the card that can ban us. We did not draw the card that can ban us. Oh wait, no. Well, I guess we kind of did. I will activate Vendred Knights.
Mm-hmm.
I will activate the effect, pitching this Scar, so I can add a ritual and a monster.
Mm-hmm.
I will add this dude, and I will add this spell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. I will activate. Oh wait, no. I will normal summon this first, then I'll activate this.
Mm-hmm.
I will unfortunately have to spell some because they only have one level 4 for some reason, despite all the rituals being high level. Yep, that's not going anywhere. Bring out this dude. And so we have the Banis effect. Let's put a counter just as a reminder. And I'll pass and hope for the best.
All right.
It's kind of funny this deck can get hard blown out by a flip monster.
I'm going to start by activating Commandant.
Okay.
So I will grab a Necro Valley. Activate Necro Valley.
Yep.
Normal summon Gravekeeper's Recruiter.
Okay.
This is a hand. I will activate Necro Valley Throne.
Sure.
I will normal summon Headman.
Okay.
I will use Headman effect to res the Commandant.
Sure. Alright. Stand by main.
Mm-hmm.
Because he can't really do much. I'll just go to combat.
Right. I will activate Necro Valley Temple. Your guy will lose 5.
Nice.
That's it, though.
25. I guess I'll kill the biggest one.
All right, so I'll take.
400, I believe.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Alright, and so on my turn.
All right, I will activate Necro Valley Throne.
Yep.
This time I'll use its search effect.
Okay.
I will add. Well, special summoning it, but yeah, I'm going to add it to hand first, but shortcutting, I guess.
Okay.
Spiritualist.
Sure.
I will then use her and Headman to make a 32 Supernaturalist.
Okay.
I will activate this effect.
I guess, yeah. In response, I'll activate the Executor, the Banis.
Imperial Tombs.
I forgot that card existed.
Negate and destroy.
Well, that's unfortunate. I was like, what is he planning?
That's why I made sure to have 3 names on board. So even if you banished both of my guys, I'd still have 1 name on board for the trap.
Oh, sucks. Okay. So this dies.
I should have taken. I missed it in the time, but Necro Valley was actually boosting my dude, so I actually would have taken less damage there because he got plus 500. But it doesn't really matter at this point, I don't think.
I think it was 400. I think was because my.
Oh, actually, no. You were counting for that, right? I just wasn't. I forgot about it, but you didn't. Okay. You remember my effects better than I did. I will attack for 17.
Take 17.
And then this should be, since he's a 32, that plus 5, so 37, right? Yeah.
Oh, God. Okay.
Actually, wait. Because he was a 33 plus with Necro Valley, so he's actually just 33, so take 4 less.
Okay. Oop.
This time I was adding on too many Necro Valleys.
Necro Valley math is too hard.
And now, end phase, I'll get his effect. Sadly, I can't add, there's a card that is on Archetype, but not in name, so I can't add it, even though I really want to.
Oh. I think it's like Royal Tribute or something like that.
Oh, no, but, Royal Tribute's great, too. I'm running that, but
yeah.
there's a monster that works with Gravekeepers that isn't named Gravekeeper. That's pretty decent for this, so...
Oh... I think I know. Is it the one like flip add trap?
Nope, it's something else. I'll show you when we're done. It's very interesting. Yeah. I'm gonna add. I guess I'll add a Headman to hand, and that's my turn.
All right. What gets me out of this? Right, I'll activate Vengeance Knights. Discard this.
Mm-hmm.
I think we can get there.
Oh no.
So we'll add the Revenants.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no, this isn't the right. No, fuck. This isn't the right ritual spell. I thought it was when I could tell something from deck. Shit.
Staying alive.
The card art looked the same. The two of the card arts look too similar.
Tragic.
So that's actually. I mean, realistically, I don't think it would matter in this scenario. There's no Vendread monster that really helps me here because I can't use my graveyard.
Yeah, like that's the funny thing. Like every single Gravekeeper searcher has like some limitation on it because it's
Yeah.
like mainly because the archetype has like Necro Valley plus Gravekeeper as different names and everything. So lots of stuff being juggled, but nothing that just like, oh yeah, go search a card.
So I will set a card and hope I draw the card next turn, I guess.
Valid. Oh, you might be dead.
I don't like that.
Actually, I haven't done the math, but I drew like yes. So I'm gonna tribute summon,
Okay.
and will Recruiter miss timing? I just have to assume he will because it's an old card. He's bad.
I don't think it does because it's an if, not a win.
Cool. Gravekeeper's Visionary.
Okay.
So I will get the search. I will add just any Gravekeeper monster with 1500 or less defense. So I guess I'll add Spiritualist to hand.
Okay.
And they get 200 for each Gravekeeper in my graveyard. There are 4, so they're going to get +8, +5. So there are 33 as well, basically, looks like.
It's 233s, okay.
Funny how that works out. I'll attack with Supernaturalist first.
Yep, and I will die.
Woohoo! We got
You
there!
Oh.
Gravekeeper!
Yet another episode of a weird counter pick, but it kind of every game was a kind of blowout, but they all felt doable.
Yeah, like it felt like it was really anybody's game. Like it was like an actual back and forth.
Yeah, like this was very so we finished for 40 minutes, but like it felt like any potential top tech could just blow the other out.
This felt like the most real game of Yu-Gi-Oh in the series, almost.
Actually, yeah. Now that you mention that, yeah, it really does.
Charm of Shabati was the card where it's like I had it in game 2, but it didn't come up. But just oh hey, it's Waboku and a hand trap, but only for Gravekeepers.
All right, well, that was episode 8 of Archetypal Atrocities. Probably the most competitive in terms of the actual meta, because I don't think any game went past turn 4.
Yeah, you're right. These were actually pretty quick games.
Because normally the blowout is just like one person just running over the other with combo or whatever. But this one, for the most part, was very back and forth, which I thought was cool. I don't mind.
I enjoyed it.
But
of course, I was the winner, so I can talk pretty easily in saying that.
I did want to play Vendread. I almost played it when I showed my one at the beginning because I just like the design of the archetype story-wise and the art. It's cool.
Yeah.
But it's bad. This is definitely a product of Duel Links. I don't even think it's probably not even good in Duel Links anymore. I'm sure it's probably way too power capped. This is like the last notable Duel Links deck I think was played before I quit. But so I knew what I wanted to do. I feel like it would have done more if there wasn't like 500 ways to get to Necro Valley. But whatever. I can't complain. It's about how I expected this to do. I was expecting either it to blow out, do nothing, and it did both those things. So I guess I was right. Anyways, so I got the loser wheel this week. Who knows what I'll get? Jules gets the extra pack next week, and win record tied up again. Woo! Anyways, thank you all for watching, and we will see you next week.
Have a good one.